here's how the lineup looks.
Jimmy King in the U3, Mike Weber in the U5, Steve David, Jean Theoret, Dave Villwock, Ken Muscatel, and Jeff Bernard is the trailer. I'll tell you, it's going to be a tough race.
We've seen a lot of drama this weekend so far, but this is what it all comes down to. Everyone has saved their best for last, and we have some superstars on the water.
Jean Theoret got the inside lane. That's so important to get that here at this racetrack.
And Jimmy King in one of the outside lanes speeds up his boat as he comes around that final turn because he's got to pick up as much speed to make up as much ground as possible before that green flag drops.
Here they come down for the start right now. You can see Jimmy King has got the thing wired. He had to back off. He was a little bit early. Jean Theoret and Dave Villwock are going to be the first across the line. It looked like a legal start to me. Those guys are really rocking. Boy, I'll tell you, the U5 cut right in front of the U3. I don't think there was 7 boat lengths there. We'll have to see what the officials say. As you can see, Lumar on the inside lane there held that really tight, Rich.
Part of that is staying out of trouble, and Jean Theoret did just that. Had a great start, has a great lane position. Things are lining up for the Lumar.
His boat looks really good right now. He's on the inside advantage over the Dave Villwock in the U16, the Elster Manufacturing boat. But look how close Dave is. He's in the field of view. He's in his mirror, all orange in that right mirror.
They are exchanging pleasantries again, just like they did a few weeks ago in Tri-Cities. This could be an exciting one.
Dave's holding that as tight as he possibly can to the Lumar. This is a great race, guys.
Jean Theoret looking for his first unlimited hydroplane title. He's had all the success in the world in his first season so far, but can't get the big one. Is this his day?
Boy, I don't know, Rich. I'll tell you, one thing that I am surprised at, that the U16, Dave Villwock, has not any closer to the Lumar right now.
You see, it's about a rooster tail lead for Jean Theoret, and that's good news as long as he can stay out of trouble and keep running as smooth on this water as he is right now. He's all but sewn up this championship.
He's pulling away, and he's used to pulling away. How many races has he won in the Grand Prix boats? I'll tell you, a lot.
He's basically a living legend on the Grand Prix boat circuit, but this is his first season in the hydroplanes, and he is handling it like a seasoned veteran.
We're down on board now with Dr. Ken Muscatel, and you can see all the traffic in front of him right now. It's a rough deal. He's banging around there pretty hard.
And, you know, he's a competitor. He would love to win. He's just glad to be in the finals.
Oh, yeah, all these guys are glad to be in the finals. Look at the Lumar go. Jean Theoret is taking that boat as high as he possibly can. Dave Villwock is pushing that boat as hard as he possibly can with potentially a front wing that maybe not be up to snuff.
Well, this is the first real shot we've got to see of the Elstrom Manufacturing orange boat, the U16, piloted by Dave Villwock. Why isn't he getting closer to Lumar?
Well, a couple things. One, he's on the outside of Jean Theoret. Number 2, the front wing, who knows where it is. Number 3, the U8 guys did a great job, and they're fast.
Might be some trouble for one of the boats. We see some smoke on the water. That never bodes well for a particular hydroplane, but Jean Theoret has nothing to worry about that. It's not his Lumar. He is out in front and cruising right now.
Oh, he's doing a great job. That front wing, he's keeping that boat down. Looks like he's doing a nice, smooth job in the corners, doing everything he can. But, you know, everybody behind him is pedaling as hard as they can, too, because it's not just winning this race. It's coming in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Right now, Jean Theoret has 2 laps to go to make a little bit of history. His family steeped in boat racing tradition. His father is here. His son is here. His wife is part of the Lumar crew. And Bill Worster, a man you're very familiar with, watching as the owner of that boat, would love nothing more than to take this Chevrolet Cup title at Seafair. The other boats are still in contention, but it's Jean Theoret's to lose.
Well, Talon, you see the Oh Boy Alberto on board here. You can get an idea of what he's up against. Look how far in front those guys are. He's just got to finish where he is right now, and he'll get 3rd.
Amazing to note how far back some of these boats are. It really all hinged on the start. It was a picture-perfect start for Jean Theoret.
It was that and water conditions. Look how rough Dr. Ken Muscatel has it. He's just banging around in there and hoping everything holds together. And you look at the steering wheel, and boy, it's just moving around. He's got to get around the course, banging it. It's all it's got. And, you know, he's looking at all the nuts and bolts in his boat right now.
And I'm sure Jean Theoret is doing the same thing, but at the same time, probably wants to keep his mind as clear as possible to focus on the task at hand, which is keep the boat in shape, keep the boat in one piece, and stay out in front.
And speaking of in shape, the skid fin came completely out of the water on the Elstrom boat. I can guarantee you he doesn't have full operation of that front wing. Look at it moving around out there.
We are in the final lap of the final heat at Seattle Seafair, and it looks like Jean Theoret is taking a victory lap right now, Nate.
He's going to be a happy man, a happy crew. Bill Wooster, last time he won was in the Tide back in, 1994. So this is going to be a great deal for these guys if they can come across and keep it in one piece.
Here's a great overhead look of the only 2 boats in real competition for this win, but it is truly a crowning achievement for Jean Theoret. We come through the final turn, down that front stretch where he's going to pass all of the crews in pit road, and Jean Theoret can wave his arms in victory because the Lumar boat takes the Chevrolet Cup at Seattle Seafair. The checkered flag has fallen. Celebration on the shores. Lumar wins in Seattle.
They're a happy team right now. Dave Villwock is going to be a little disappointed, but you know what? That crew did a great job to get the wing back on. Finishing second in Seattle isn't bad at all, but it's definitely the first loser.
Well, there's the team. It takes a team to win a title like this. Jean Theoret, his first unlimited hydroplane title, and there's a sign of respect. Jean Theoret waving to Dave Villwock as Villwock goes by a second-place finisher this afternoon. Jean Theoret wins the final heat at Seafair, followed by Dave Villwock, Steve David, Mike Weber, Jeff Bernard, and Ken Muscatel and Jimmy King.
Sean, earlier I asked you how in the heck you had to put that thing in front, and you told me you didn't know. I think you knew. You were just keeping something to yourself, bud.
They probably thought I was going to do some other move, but we got in early and I got the inside lane. You know, the inside lane really is awesome. I got a fantastic start, so thank God for this race. It's my first run, my first win here, and it's outstanding for me in the group.
Well, all your fans back home, what would you say to them in French?
Bonjour les amis, on a gagné! Ouais!